The internet woke up today to the kind of shockwave that doesn't just trend, it detonates. Tamar Braxton, the queen of unpredictable drama, dropped a bomb so nuclear it makes every other scandal look like child's play. On camera, with lashes fluttering and voice steady as steel, she declared, "I am pregnant. And the father of my baby is Mendeecees." Yes, you heard that right. Not whispered in back rooms, not hinted in shady subliminals, not leaked by anonymous blog stammer herself, put it out there in broad daylight. The love and hip-hop universe didn't just implode. It collided with itself in a crossover more chaotic than Marvel and DC fighting over box office. Fans froze mid-scroll, jaws unhinged, thumbs trembling over their phones as hashtags like hashtag TAMA are pregnant, hashtag Mendeecees baby, hashtag Yandy devastated shot to the top of global trends. Imagine it, Yandy Smith, the woman who held Mendeecees down through prison sentences, trials, and years of sacrifice, blindsided along with the rest of us. Sources claim Yandy found out scrolling the same feeds as the fans, whispering through tears on a private live, "Not again, not again." And in those two words, the internet smelled history hinting at betrayals we haven't even begun to uncover. Meanwhile, Tamar doubled down, posting baby emojis and cryptic captions, like the truth always comes out. And Mendeecees, radio silence. But silence speaks louder than denial in scandals this loud. Screenshots are already leaking, showing late-night texts. "We have to keep this between us. She can't know yet. Authentic or fake it, doesn't matter." In the court of social media, perception is reality. This isn't just gossip. This is betrayal carved into digital stone. And if Tamar's brave enough to light this fire in public, imagine what's still hidden in the shadows. Because one thing's clear, this is only the beginning. The internet didn't just wake up today. It was shaken awake like an earthquake. Phones buzzed, timelines froze, and feeds combusted as Tamar Braxton, reality TV's undisputed queen of chaos, took the mic and dropped the bomb no one saw coming. With lashes fluttering, lips trembling, but words cutting through the noise like a gavel in a courtroom. She said it loud, proud, and undeniable. "I am pregnant, and the father of my baby is Mendeecees." That one line detonated the entire love and hip-hop universe. Imagine sipping your coffee, scrolling your feed, and suddenly, boom. Tamar's face plastered across every blog, every gossip page, every trending tab. This wasn't whispered in backroom tea rooms or hinted at in shady tweets. She went full throttle, direct to camera, no hesitation. The room she was in? Silent. The internet. Screaming dot. Within seconds, Twitter transformed into an Olympic sport. Hashtags like hashtag TAMA are pregnant, hashtag Mendeecees baby, hashtag Yandy destroyed didn't just trend, they rocketed to the top of global charts. Memes flooded in at lightning speed. Tamar photoshopped holding a baby wrapped in Mendeecees chain. Yandy edited into soap opera crying Jordan collages. Maury Povich's ghost trending with captions begging him to host one last You Are the Father special. But behind the memes, real devastation brewed. Yandy Smith, the woman who had held Mendeecees down through prison bids, through trials, through every headline that should have broken them apart, blindsided like the rest of us. Sources claim Yandy found out not through whispered conversations or suspicious DMs, but the same way everyone else did, by scrolling her Explore page and seeing Tamar's face next to the words "pregnant by Mendeecees." Minutes later, Yandy appeared on Instagram Live, no glam, no filters, just raw emotion. Her voice cracked, her eyes were red, her face bare as she whispered, "You give everything to someone and they still take your trust and shatter it. Not again. Please, not again." That phrase, "not again," set conspiracy theories into overdrive. Fans dissected it like scripture. Did she mean past betrayals? Were there secrets we never knew? Was this a pattern hidden beneath years of carefully polished family branding? Twitter detectives sprang into action, pulling old clips, old interviews. Even blurry screenshots of Tamar and Mendeecees at random industry parties. Now rebranded as proof of a secret connection. And Tamar. She wasn't backing down. Hours after the announcement, she doubled down. A cryptic tweet appeared on her feed. The truth always comes out. Baby emojis. Heart emojis. The internet lost its collective mind. Some fans cheered her bravery. Others dragged her as the ultimate homewrecker, but either way, she had everyone's attention. And just when people thought it couldn't get messier, the leaks began. The first was an alleged voice note, posted by an anonymous Twitter account that calls itself @HarlemLicks. In the grainy audio, Tamar's unmistakable giggle is heard, followed by a hushed voice fans swore belonged to Mendeecees, saying, "As long as we're careful, she'll never find out." Was it authentic? Who knows? Did people care? Absolutely not. The clip went viral instantly, dissected frame by frame, sound by sound. Fans slowed it down, matched vocal patterns with old reunion episodes, and declared it damning. Then came the screenshots. Midnight green and blue bubbles stamped with impossible-to-ignore timestamps. "We have to keep this between us. She can't know yet. I'll take care of you and the baby no matter what." Some messages looked copy-pasted, others pixelated beyond recognition, but that didn't matter. In the court of public opinion, vibes are stronger than facts. And the vibes screamed guilty. Yandy's heartbreak became the centerpiece of the narrative. She posted a cryptic story, a black screen with just the Bible verse, John 8:32. "Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free." Fans flooded her comments with crying emojis, #PrayForYandy hashtags, and the inevitable war between Team Yandy and Team Tamar. Meanwhile, Tamar lit a match and tossed it directly into the gasoline-soaked chaos. A selfie captioned "glowing for a reason" turned into a wildfire. Within minutes, Twitter and TikTok erupted with theories. Was she trolling? Was she taunting Yandy? Or was this her way of confirming everything without saying another word? And then the alleged paperwork surfaced. Screenshots of supposed clinic records with Tamar's name, date, and the word pregnant circled in red. Forensic Twitter had a field day analyzing the font. "Helvetica. No, most clinics use Arial," cried one user. Another clapped back. "Shut up. Let me enjoy the drama." Whether real or fake, the papers trended for hours. Celebrities poured in. Cardi B tweeted, "Even for me, this tea too hot." 50 Cent couldn't resist, posting a meme of Tamar holding a baby with the caption, "This kid gonna need its own reality show." And Wendy Williams' name trended as fans begged her to return to spill on the saga. Meanwhile, reports of financial leaks started swirling. Gossip blogs claimed Mendeecees had been funneling money into Tamar's accounts. Lavish gifts, expensive trips, even an alleged $50,000 diamond pacifier. None of it was confirmed, but every blog treated it as gospel. And through it all, Mendeecees stayed silent. Radio silent, which only made things worse. Because silence in scandal culture isn't neutral, it's damning. Fans started tagging him relentlessly. "Why you quiet, though?" Every minute he didn't speak became its own kind of confession by the end of the day. This wasn't just gossip, it was a cultural event. The scandal had spread beyond blogs to mainstream news outlets. It's debated on morning talk shows, think-pieced in digital magazines, even joked about in late-night monologues. Tamar wasn't just trending, she was cementing her place in reality TV. Infamy. And just when the internet started to catch its breath, Tamar herself threw another grenade. She teased an upcoming exclusive sit-down interview. Flyers leaked online showing the title, "My Truth, the Baby, the Father, the Betrayal." The tagline alone sent fans spiraling. Would she show proof? Would she bring receipts live on camera? Would she confirm with undeniable evidence that Mendeecees was indeed the father? Theories ran wild. Some swore she already had DNA results tucked away. Others claimed it was all a publicity stunt designed to skyrocket ratings and sponsorships. A viral TikTok even suggested Love and Hip Hop producers were in on the scandal. A screenshot of late-night text messages was the initial leak. Blue and green bubbles with Mendeecees' contact information kept as just M. "I can't keep this from her much longer," the messages said. "It is consuming me." Tamar is said to have said she already suspects. But everything changes with the baby. "We cannot hide indefinitely." The fans stopped. Photoshop shouted out. The type style mirrored other texts Mendeecees had sent Yandy on previous episodes, according to other people who swore on their mothers' lives. To demonstrate that the texting cadence was the same, Twitter detectives retrieved screenshots from years ago. However, the topic continued after that. Then a spooky audio clip played. "I didn't ask for this event to happen," Tamar said in a quiet, tremulous voice. "However, it did occur. I am currently carrying your child." The response, the low, anxious voice of a man, "We'll work things out." Simply put, it's not the right moment. This approach is not acceptable. Did Mendeecees do it? For hours, fans argued. It was his voice, they said. Some claimed it was a deepfake AI. Everyone did agree, however, that the timing was incriminating. Then the video appeared. Shot from across a dimly lit diner. It's grainy and wobbly. Mendeecees and Tamar sat side by side, her hand resting nonchalantly on his knee. Her look was almost rebellious, and his was guilty. It was immediately called the knee touch heard around the world by fans. Twitter went wild. Hashtags such as hashtag #kneegate, hashtag #TAMAR receipts, and hashtag Yandy why deserves better immediately became popular. Overnight, the internet descended into anarchy due to edits, TikToks, and memes. Once more, Yandy spoke up, but this time in the most unvarnished manner imaginable. She tried not to cry as she went live, her voice shaking. "This family has been a burden for me. I've given up everything. And I get compensated like this. With treachery?" Her voice broke. "I can't repeat this." Support from her admirers flooded the chat. "Sis, you're too good for him." "Yandy, we've got your back." Hashtag Pray for Yandy became a global craze. Overwhelmed, Yandy broke down and left the camera, bringing the live to an abrupt stop. That moment, raw, unvarnished, and devastating, became the scandal's new focal point. However, Tamar wasn't running away. With yet another mysterious message, she stepped up. "Don't hate me for speaking my truth. I detest the lies that forced me to conceal it." Emojis of babies. Emojis of hearts. Once more, the internet went viral. She was named a warrior for truth by Team Tamar. She was accused by Team Yandy of showing off her treachery like a trophy. Additionally, Mendeecees' silence became deafening in the midst of this digital fight. For days, he hadn't liked anything, left a comment, or posted anything. His comment sections were flooded with angry fans who said, "Say something. Time for the DNA test. Your silence is an admission of guilt." His shame only increased with each hour of silence. At Harlem Leagues continued to fuel the flames in the meanwhile. Then came another drop. Purported bank receipts that showed Tamar's LLC had received sizable payments from one of Mendeecees' shell firms. $20,000 here. There, $35,000. One for $100,000 that was marked as a consulting fee. All of it outrageous, none of it provable. Blogs were wildly popular. Mendeecees supporting Tamar's way of life. Diamond Pacifier bought 4 fetuses. The conjecture intensified. Half joking, half thinking. Fans thought Tamar was already using his money to build up a nursery like fuel to a fire. Celebrity responses poured in. "Even I wasn't ready for this drama," Cardi B wrote in a tweet. "This baby already got more clout than me." 50 Cent said as the caption for a troll meme that featured Tamar cuddling a newborn. Tamar was proclaimed the new queen of scandal after Nicki Minaj barbs overflowed threads with clumsy GIFs. Daytime hosts also offered their opinions. One panel referred to it as the ultimate betrayal story, while another questioned whether Tamar had permanently damaged Yandy's reputation. Fans, meanwhile, divided into armies. Team Yandy, heartbroken, betrayed, and crushed. Team Tamar, fearless, unrepentant, asserting that she was revealing the truth. In this online civil war, every post emoji and like turned into a pledge of loyalty. Then the cruelest turn of events occurred. According to medical records purportedly belonging to another anonymous account. At clinic confessions, Tamar had attended a clinic months prior, accompanied by Mendeecees. A grainy image of two hooded individuals leaving through a back entrance appeared. Did they do it? Yes, shouted the fans. Skeptics cried out, no. However, perception had already solidified into reality by that point. Once more, Yandy shared a quote card with the words, "I won't make the same mistake twice," giving loyalty to the wrong person. Fans showered it with emojis of shattered hearts. A few minutes later, Tamar responded to her tale with a selfie that read, "Glowing, growing, knowing." Then the most startling leak of all occurred. There was a voicemail that appeared to be from Mendeecees to Tamar. "We can't keep doing this," he said in a low, earnest, and almost beseeching voice. "She is beginning to connect the dots. We're all done if she learns about the baby before I'm ready." The internet gulped. One line from that voicemail went viral all around the world. "The baby before I'm ready." It was extensively examined by fans. Did it validate Tamar's account? Was he telling the truth? Or was it just one more deepfake to ruin him? In any case, the consequences were disastrous. By dawn, websites said that Love and Hip Hop's power couple was officially over. Sponsors withdrew. According to reports, producers hurried to rework the next episodes into a pregnancy storyline. The article Tamar's Bombshell Tears Apart LHH Family was even picked up by mainstream media. Nevertheless, one question remained unsolved in spite of all the commotion. Where was Mendeecees? There were rumors that he was getting a lawyer. Others asserted that he was hiding in Atlanta and avoiding Yandy and Tamar. He was allegedly secretly making his own documentary to manipulate the issue in his favor. According to a bizarre hypothesis, the last revelation was then hinted at by Tamar herself. "My truth, the baby, the father." The betrayal is the title of the promotional image she shared for a forthcoming in-person interview. The slogan, "Receipts are honest," the internet went up in flames. The air date was pleaded for by fans. Blogs conjectured about what she may disclose, including hidden film, DNA test results, and ultrasound pictures. Some claim that she had Mendeecees' voice on further recordings, prepared to destroy them like cards in a game of Uno. However, the mayhem didn't end there, because at Harlem Leaks made one final post before going offline. Right when followers believed the receipts had peaked, a hazy picture. Tamar, wearing a flowing white outfit, placed her palm on what appeared to be a baby bump. A man next to her was blurred out, and the caption said, "He was there the whole time." There was a flurry of theories. Did Mendeecees do that? Did someone else do it? Was Tamar always lying about the father? In an attempt to decipher the silhouette, the internet cried, yelled, and broke apart. And just one picture changed the course of the scandal. Once more, the hazy image turned into the scandal's Rosetta Stone. Detectives on Twitter went into CSI mode. In an attempt to identify the man standing next to Tamar, fans brightened, zoomed in, changed the effects. It even pulled the picture into Photoshop. Did Mendeecees do it? Was there another participant in this chaotic tale? The internet was divided. One group said that the build, the hairdo, and even the tiny tilt of his head matched Mendeecees' silhouette. They underlined it, circled it, compared it to other red carpet photos, and said it was guilty. There were rumors of an enigmatic third man who had been in Tamar's orbit for months, while another faction said it wasn't him at all, but someone else. The situation was exacerbated by the fact that at Harlem Leaks disappeared immediately after sharing the image. Insider-claiming accounts sprang up everywhere. According to some, Mendeecees pleaded with the site to remove it. Others said that Tamar herself forced his hand by leaking the picture. Everyone understood that the drama had just gotten out of hand, but nobody knew the reality. Hours and days passed with Yandy's quiet. And when she did eventually show up, it was with a grief that cut through every screen. "Sometimes silence is the loudest scream," she said as the caption for a single black and white photo she posted of herself crying. Millions of people enjoyed it. "Remain strong, Queen," celebrities said in their comments. "You're worthy of better." She was crowned the tragic heroine of the epic by the internet.tamar. And the third, the audio. The one the internet had been begging for. Tamar hit play, and the room filled with a man's unmistakable voice. "You know, I can't leave Yandy right now. But once the baby's here, we'll make it work." The internet imploded. Fans screamed. It was Mendeecees. His defenders shouted deepfake. Tamar sat there calm, collected a storm in control of her own lightning. Yandy's reaction dropped within hours. Another live, her voice shaking but firm. "You know what hurts the most? Not that the world knows, but that I had to find out with the world. I deserved the truth in private. Not this circus." Tears streamed down her face as she whispered, "I'm done." Fans erupted with hashtag Yandy deserves peace. A digital army rallying around her broken heart. And then, for the first time in weeks, Mendeecees broke his silence. He posted a black screen with just 2 words, "Not true." That's it. No context. No explanation. Just denial. But the internet wasn't having it. Not true. After all this, after the texts, the audio, the ultrasound, the comments lit up with fire emojis, clown emojis, and endless demands for answers. And then came the twist no one saw coming. An anonymous account dropped. Another file, this time labeled the Doomsday folder. Inside, alleged emails, voice memos, and the most shocking of all, legal paperwork suggesting Tamar's baby might not belong to Mendeecees at all, but to someone else entirely. The emails painted a darker picture. Tamar allegedly communicating with a producer tied to Love and Hip Hop, negotiating a scandal storyline that would skyrocket ratings and keep her in the headlines. The voice memos hinted at a plan. "If we do this right, everyone will believe it." The fans eat drama like candy. And the paperwork. A blurry document hinting that another man, the so-called third man in Tamar's orbit, might actually be the baby's father. His name blurred, redacted, but the whispers spread like wildfire. The internet didn't know what to believe anymore. Had Tamar orchestrated the whole saga? Was Mendeecees guilty or a pawn? Was Yandy a victim of betrayal or collateral damage in a publicity stunt gone nuclear? Fans split again. Team Tamar screamed she was still the truth teller, exposing cracks in a toxic marriage. Team Yandy clung to her heartbreak, demanding justice. Team Mendeecees argued he was a man destroyed by lies. And now a fourth team emerged, Team Mystery Man. Blogs speculated endlessly. Names flew. Random men in Tamar's past were dragged into the spotlight. One outlet claimed to have a photo of Tamar at a private party with a record exec who matched the blurred silhouette. Another swore it was a childhood friend. No one knew for sure. Tamar responded with her most cryptic post yet. A selfie, smirking hand on her bump. Caption, "He knows who he is, and soon. So will you?" The internet melted down. Fans begged for the name. Some swore the reveal was coming at the Love and Hip Hop reunion taping. Others believed Tamar was saving it for her own docuseries. Meanwhile, Yandy announced she was stepping back from filming, needing time to heal. Her fans rallied with support, flooding her posts with love. Mendeecees vanished again. No posts. No lives, just silence. And Tamar. She teased one final revelation. A video trailer appeared on her Instagram. Ominous music, black screens, flashing words, the receipts, the DNA, the truth. The trailer ended with Tamar's voice whispering, "You're not ready." That teaser alone trended worldwide for hours. Blogs called it the biggest scandal cliffhanger in reality TV history. Fans set countdowns. TikToks dissected every frame. And the blurred silhouette became the internet's favorite unsolved mystery. And that's where the story stands. Tamar glowing, Yandy broken, Mendeecees drowning in silence, and the world hanging on a blurred photo. And a whispered promise that the truth will break everything we thought we knew. And there you have it. Tamar standing tall with a baby bump and receipts. Yandy in tears fighting for her dignity, and Mendeecees buried under a mountain of silence that feels louder than any denial. But don't get comfortable, because this story isn't over. In fact, it's only just begun. Tamar has already promised more receipts, a DNA test, a name. The blurred silhouette in that infamous photo? Who is he? Is Mendeecees truly the father? Or is there a mystery man waiting in the shadows ready to flip this scandal upside down all over again? The next leak could change everything. One piece of paperwork, one audio file, one video drop, and the entire narrative shifts. Yandy's heartbreak could harden into vengeance. Tamar's glow could turn into backlash. And Mendeecees. He could go from guilty villain to tragic pawn in the biggest scandal twist of 22.5. So here's the deal. If you don't hit that like button, if you don't subscribe right now, if you don't drop your wildest theories in the comments, you are going to miss the next bombshell. And trust me, missing it is dangerous. Because the next reveal isn't just gossip. It's history in the making. This isn't just love and hip-hop drama anymore. This is the showdown of the decade. And the internet will never be the same after the truth comes out. Subscribe now. Drop your prediction below and get ready, because the real receipts are still loading. Real receipts are still loading.